Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Lockdown Performance. Today I'm feeling a little bit better. I got the old back brace on, don't know if you could see that, but it's helping me so I can walk around a bit. So anyway, I've been to the servo this morning, to the old United, where I purchased 15 litres of E85. Obviously I've got 5 litres in the other drum, or 4 litres that I used to run this last time. So yeah, I guess what I'll do is I'll chuck it in and then I'll do a proper cold start. And actually, before we even do anything, I'm going to take the cover off this bloody turbo so I don't forget it again. And that way it might have a chance of actually running to the correct air-fuel ratio. So I've got to connect the battery up so that I can start it eventually, but I need the battery power to flip the petrol filler lid. There goes the flipper. She's open. She's ready to rock and roll. Put some of these rubber gloves on so I don't get fuel all over my hands. And then we'll pour it in and we'll see what happens. These are a pain in the arse, these things. But they've got a fairly good resistance against chemicals. I don't really want to smell like fuel today. Ooh. The old fumes got me a bit dizzy there. Okay. I've got to... Jeez, that cap's tight. Undo the cap on that. Put the filler cap on this, screw it in, tighten it up. Oh yeah, smells good. Smells like freaking corn oil. Alright, it's probably going to drip a little bit out of this because that's not the right jerry can for it. But we will chuck it in. Look at that. Got 4 litres of E85. Straight in there. I'm not sure how I'm going to go holding this other drum because my back's not great. I might have to just tighten up the old brace a little bit, but we'll get to that. Waiting. Oh, that's it. I think that's all the E85 that was in there. So what we'll do now is I'll set up this other drum and then we'll freaking film again. Alright. A little bit on the heavy side. You get that. Once I've got it in there, it's not too bad. There we go. That back brace is an absolute lifesaver. Good old corn oil going in. Come on, pour in there, you sucker. Let's go. Get in there. Ah, yummy. She's loving it. As you can see, it takes a while to get 15 litres of fuel into a tank using a jerry can. So it's not the speediest of processes, but oh well. It is what it is. I can hear gurgle, and that, my friends, is 20 litres of E85 straight up. I'm not sure how much 98's left in the tank, maybe a couple of drops, maybe a couple 100 mil or something. She'll mix in and should be good to go. Got a bit of E85 on the bloody paintwork. Come on, we can't have that. Oh well. Screw that up. They get the chamois. Clean it up a bit. So I've hooked everything up. I haven't hooked up the wideband power yet. Put the fuse back in for the fuel pump. I'm just going to turn it on and then just sort of see what sort of fuel pressure I've got. Have a bit of a smell. If it's running pretty sort of straight E85, then I'll just up the pressure a bit. See how we go. This is cold, dead cold. Hasn't been started since the last video I made, which was like a week ago. So. See what sort of fuel pressure we get initially. Alright. It's doing something. Get fuel pressure. You don't have fuel pressure, so we might have to give it a couple of clicks. See what happens. A bit of fuel in there still, but yeah, check it out. I'll get back to you. So it's been running for a few minutes now. Probably about 10 minutes actually. I don't have any fans, but it seems to be running fairly smoothly. It was running real lean until it sort of hit a certain mark on the temperature, and then it just, now it's idling at like 14.5, 14.6, so I'm happy with that. That's pretty much the fuel system maxed out, but for that idle, for that AFR, so yeah. So anyway guys, it's another day. It's a windy day. What I'm going to do today is attempt to remove the bumper bar off this thing, because I need to do a little bit of trimming there on the other side, and I may need to sort a couple of things underneath here. I've gone ahead and started cutting that out, but once the bar's off it'll be a lot easier for me to complete that, so that I will actually run the airflow meter there. So anyway, I'll give it a go and we'll freaking see what happens, eh? So the first thing we do, we'll take these freaking bolts out of here. They're not very tight, so we can get the headlight off. Put those bolts just on the ground for now. I don't normally do that, but and then we need to get that blinker light out. Screw that from there. I'll put that screw over there for now. I don't think this is plugged in. Probably not. No. There we go, there's that. Then we'll get those ones out there. Oh, they're not even tight. I must have just done them hand tight just to dummy everything up. I'll get that one there. And then while I'm on this side, I might as well undo those bolts as well. They're all 10, everything's 10 mil, I think, pretty much, which is really good. And I can do everything one-handed while I'm filming, which is even more of a bonus. Goes down there. Goes down there. This is hopefully going to be the last time I'm doing this. Take the headlight out. ground. One bolt right in there, which is not crazily tight. Let's see if I can get the rest of it by hand. Yes, I can. Bloody beautiful. Almost there. Come on, come on, come on. That's it. I don't know if you can see that. That's that one sorted. Do the same on this side. Yeah, these are not very tight. I must have just done them reasonable because I knew I had to take it off again anyway. Oh, there's a washer on there. Cool. I must have put that on there. Alright, that's it. That one's off. And now we'll get this one in here as well. Same thing. There's a couple of screws under here which I'll probably leave till last. Try not to leave any dings on this bloody guard. Yeah, there's nothing there. So that's all sorted. I've got these ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4. But first, I need something. And today's video is sponsored by Nescafe. No, it's not. Even those ones aren't really that tight. Okay. I think these are a bit longer, but these bolts. Oh yeah, I remember now. I think I'll need to take the bolts off the intercooler as well. No big deal. 12mm. It's a bit of a process. Oh, look how long they are in setting this all up. But anyway, I'll get back to you as soon as I get these bolts here. Another 3 to go. Onto the 12mm now with the extension bar. Look out, it's getting serious. That one. Actually, this may drop. I might actually have to do something there, guys. I just realised this pipe's not hooked up to the turbo housing, so I might have to strap that up. Strap that all up. Now undo this. The whole thing shouldn't fall very far. Oh, wow. It fell further than I expected it to. But anyway, I can live with that. So I've loosened these screws off. Couldn't film and do it with one hand at the same time. That was a bit of an annoying job. My suggestion, if you're ever doing this, obviously this thing's up on the ramps, I'd turn the steering wheel that way so you can get the screwdriver in there. Vice versa for the other side. Should come off now. Straight off. Yep. Oh, silly me. That's going to go down there. That comes off like that. You know? That's her. So yeah, here we go again. So I've sort of sorted this out here, did the best I could, and that's turned out alright actually. So now, I've probably cut a little bit too much out of that, but who cares? It is what it is. That there is pretty much in line with that. So what I'll do to start with, I'm probably just going to chuck a bit of a dose pipe on it, see what she sounds like. Just stick it out here, and then after that I'll have a go putting the airflow meter on there. I've got heaps of room there, so I mean, I really want to put the blinker back on, but might have to do something there. I might just have to make a custom blinker intake. I reckon that'll be cool. So guys, that's it for another episode of Lockdown Performance. Another short one. The weather over the next couple of days is supposed to be pretty windy, so I can't really do anything outside. It was starting to get pretty gusty today, so I just did what I could. I cut that little section out on the inside of the inner guard and the front where the blinker goes. Eventually I'll make up like a little pipe to go in there, dose pipe just for laughs and giggles, and then eventually set up the airflow meter, which will be in that vicinity. Bumper bars off because I've got a trim around where the intercooler's touching on either side. One thing I did notice, I'm not going to worry about it too much because I think it's a simple case of being the wrong fitting, but I noticed some oil in my intercooler piping and in the intercooler. Now I know when these turbos are new, they have a lot of oil around them, but the amount that was in my intercooler was probably a little bit more than that. So I'm putting it down to the incorrect fitting on the feed. I reckon what I've done, I've put my feed line on to the fitting that was on there, and I think that's a restrictor. So what could be happening is the oil could be just sitting in there and coming back into the housing somehow. Hopefully that's the case. I've got another fitting there that I will swap over. So on the next episode I'll be doing that. I'll be swapping the fitting over. I'll be dose piping it and trimming the bar and all that sort of stuff. So, but for now, that's it for another episode, and I will catch you on another day not too far away. See you guys. Peace guys. Catch you later.